What's up, family? What's happening? It's Thursday. It's another day, another opportunity. And so, I always start out with a question. But let me go ahead and ask you the question anyhow. So what you got going on tomorrow and today? What you got going on? What's up? What's your plans? What's going on, family? I know I'm rushing a little bit. It got me thrown off by being 5 o'clock. I normally do this at 6:30. But hey, still here. It's Thursday. Y'all know I told you we're gonna make it do what it do whenever, wherever. And so I'm hanging out in the car right now, just doing what I got to do. So, but I hope you're doing well and having a great week. Hope all is well. But yeah, just wanted to come on here and do what I'm supposed to do. Had to be a little early, but hey, we're here, right? So, next week we'll be back 6:30, Lord willing. We'll be back at 6:30. Make it do what it do again. But yeah, I want to go jump into this, but as we always do, let's do it on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. All right. So hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. If not, maybe let me know. But hopefully you can hear me. But I want to talk about something here. We're going to get back into James chapter 4. Matter of fact, hopefully we'll be able to finish up James chapter 4. But I heard something today, and I was wanting to touch on that real quick before I go back to James chapter 4. And we all are called to do something. Every week I'm on here in some way, shape, or form trying to encourage you to be the best that you can, to achieve, to go after it, live your dreams, your whatever it is that's purposed in your heart to do, do it. Okay? Don't just figure out what you need to do to progress to making it happen. And that's every week. That ain't gonna change. That's what this was started on. And this is what it's going to continue to be about, because I truly believe that we can live a really good life on this earth. At the same time, we're getting prepared for life after this. And so, and it's in His Word numerous places where it's totally fine for us to live a great life. We just had to keep it in perspective. And so, but one of the things that I heard today, was one of those things that I wanted to touch on real quick in an effort to make sure that we are trying to do all we can to achieve our dreams and goals. But I need you to make sure that you're not allowing excuses to be the reason why you don't get it done. I'm hoping and praying that excuses you will no longer allow to get in the way from you being the best that you can be, or you achieving your goals and your dreams. Because so easy for us to do it is to allow excuses that block our blessing, that block our increase, that block our getting to the next level that we want to get to. So you gotta make sure that we checking the boxes and getting rid of any excuses. Excuses is not an option. I'm thinking about the man that was sitting by the pool. He was paralyzed for 38 years. 38 years he sat by the pool. And every time the water would be trouble, it said the first one in would be healed. But he sat right by it for 39 years. Y'all read it. It's in, where is it at? I forget what book it's in, but it's in the Bible. I'm sorry. Y'all know I tell y'all I'm not a biblical scholar, but I know it's in there. I know it's in the Bible. But he sat by the pool, laid by the pool, and didn't get in the pool. So, every time there was trouble in the water, he never got in. So then one day Jesus came and asked him if he wanted to be healed. Instead of just simply saying, yes, my time has come, he started making excuses about why he wasn't able to get in the water because everybody jumped over him. So the moral of the story is, get it done. Figure it out. No excuses. No excuses for you doing what you're supposed to be doing to make your life better than what it already is. So I wanted to touch on that. But we're going to go on to James chapter 4. Because, you know, I'm here to challenge you as well. I'm here to encourage you, but I'm also here to challenge you. Just like James been doing all through his book. All through the book of James, it's been challenging. And he got another one for you today. There was another challenge for you today. Because in order for us to be the best that we can be, in order for us to achieve things that we want to achieve in life, sometimes we do need to be challenged. Sometimes we need to be held accountable. Right? And then sometimes it just flows because we already know that this, I mean, you know, sometimes people don't have to do anything. Right? But then sometimes we do. And I'm that one today for you again, to challenge you on being the best that you can be and not allowing excuses to be the reason why you don't get it done. But another reason why sometimes we don't get things done is because we plan to plan. We plan for failure because we don't have a plan. That's not good. That does not, that's just not smart. We need to have a plan. Okay? You got to have a plan. Not saying it's going to be the perfect plan, but you got to have something to get started, to get moving. And no excuses on why it's not happening. But in James chapter 4, I'm going to read it for you. And we're going verses 13 through 16. But it says, now listen, you who say, today or tomorrow we will go to this city, this or that city, spend a year there, carry on business and make money. Why? You do not even know what will happen tomorrow. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. Instead, you ought to say, if it's the Lord's will, we will live and do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogant schemes. Yeah, he's calling us out. All such boasting is evil. And I'm going to go to 17 later, but I want to touch on that right now, 13 through 16. Because what I'm hearing is, and it's something that I've been talking about here for a while as well, is that we don't know how much time we have. The next moment, the next minute, the next second is not guaranteed to us. So we can make plans, and you should. Wisdom, it's great wisdom to make sure you have a plan on what you're going to do. But don't think that that plan is all because of you and your greatness, your goodness, you being all of that. You need to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing unto God. And as I always tell you, you also have to make sure he is a part of the equation. He is in the equation, because technically he is the equation. We got to make sure we're talking to him to make sure that those plans is exactly what he wants you to do. Because when it's not, that's when things don't go right. We can really save ourselves some time, some heartache, some frustrations. We can save ourselves a lot of negative energy if we just simply took the time to seek him first. And make sure that what you're planning to do is exactly what he would have you to do. It's simple as that. That scripture is simply telling us, go ahead and make your plans. Nothing said is wrong with you making plans. But when you don't include him in the equation, when you don't seek him, when you don't have talks with him to make sure that what you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing, don't be surprised if it don't go right. And don't just assume that you got tomorrow. Because a lot of times we put off for tomorrow what we should be doing today. Heard that popular saying before. We got to make sure use today, this moment. Right now, you sitting there being lazy. Get up. Stop being lazy. Get up and go do it. Just get started. Because you'd be surprised. It's just like working out. The hardest part about working out is getting there and just doing the first thing. But as soon as you do the first thing, it makes it easier to do the second and the third and the fourth. It builds up energy. It builds up flow. We were created to move. We weren't created to sit still. We were created to have movement. Movement is action. Action allows things to happen. It makes things happen. Things get completed. We can move to a different area, a different location, a different spot, a different level. But if I stay right here and do nothing, guess where I'm going to go? Nowhere. We gotta, no excuses, no laziness. And then also this right here, let me give you this scripture right here. Colossians 3:23-24. It says, whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know your inheritance comes from the Lord. It is the Lord Christ you are serving. So, along with everything I've said about making sure we're seeking Him, but you want to do everything that you got to do with that has your name on it, as if you're doing it unto Christ. Because when we do it unto Him, we tend to make sure we give our best. We don't always give the best to other human beings. You know we are. You know how we are. We're going to try to do something dirty and call it clean. You know, we're going to try to cut corners. You know, we're going to try to do something that makes it easier for us. All the time, you're really not making it easier. A lot of times we trying to cut corners and all we did was just make it worse for ourselves. And now your integrity, your name, gets questioned a little bit, or maybe a lot, depending upon what you did. So please know, you have purpose. You have purpose. You truly have purpose. That's why we need to make sure we are connecting with Him to know what our purpose is. And then as we continue to walk in that purpose, move towards that purpose, we're seeking Him to make sure we're moving the right way in the right direction at the right time. But without Him, it's real easy. It's just about guaranteed you're going to crash and burn at some point. You might start out good, but it's going to be really hard to maintain it. Make sure He's in the equation. Make sure that you're seeking Him first. Make sure your plans involve Him. To save yourself time. Save yourself heartache. Save yourself frustrations. You're still going to have some, but you're going to have even more without Him. We all in on Christ. We all in on Him. We got to have Him. So make your plans. Make your plans for today. Make your plans for tomorrow. But make sure you take time to talk to Him. Family, I'm out of here. I know this is one of the shortest ones I probably have done in a long time. But I think you got the message. We got to make sure He's in the equation in everything that we do. So with that said, I'm out of here. I love you. Be blessed. Keep making it do what it do. Stay focused. Stay locked in. Keep figuring it out. But seek Him first and His righteousness. And all those things will be added to you. Love you. And as I always tell you, pray, plan, prepare, proceed. Go make it do what it do. Love you. See you next week. Lord willing.